Okay. I am the new mayor in Maryville. Thank you. And I am here to represent the people in Maryville and around Maryville. It is no secret that for years Maryville has wanted to disconnect from CARD. Former Mayor Gullidge, that was a passion of his, and it started soon after CARD was formed with the mushrooming of the expenses and the debt. I am here today, or this evening, to address just that. Irrespective of this board, and I do commend this current board and even the previous board to a degree, expenses have began to get under control. The problem with that is the mounting debt. You were just talking about that in your budget. $1.4 million increase in debt retirement for your budget this year. And tax revenue is up $1 million, so there goes all of your increases in taxes is going to pay the debt. The way you have your debt structured, I see no other course of action but continue to increase your tax base to pay your debts. It's just gone out of control, and it's not anything that this board specifically has done. It's been done by previous boards. Okay? We feel in Maryville that because of this reckless spending, the wasteful practices, and excessive indebtedness of CARD, we went out. The village of Maryville, we have our own parks. We tax our residents. They enjoy our parks. Our residents are being taxed by the Collinsville Recreation District for their parks. We're getting taxed for 2 park systems. And it's a little excessive. And we feel that it is in our best interest and the best interest of all current and future taxpayers in Maryville that we would like to ask for disconnection. I do have some documents to present, but first I just wanted to just go over what the basis of this is. I know you have a new attorney, and welcome. Okay. Where I am going with this is under the Illinois compiled statutes. 70 ILCS 1205/3-6 specifically says, any territory within any park district which 1 is upon the border of the park district, and 2, if disconnected from the park district, would not separate any part of the park district from any other park, may be disconnected from the park district in the discretion of its corporate authorities as follows. A written petition signed by the majority of the owners of record of land and the owners of record of more than 1/2 of the area of land in the territory described in the petition shall be filed with the secretary of the governing board of the park district, requesting that the specified territory be disconnected from the park district. The petition has to be filed at least 30 days before it's considered by the corporate authorities. It shall also be accompanied with a certificate of the proper county clerk showing that all park district assessments due up to the time of presenting the petition are fully paid. The corporate authorities may, in their discretion, disconnect the territory from the park district by an ordinance passed by a majority of the members of the governing board. Additionally, subsequent section 70 ILCS 1205/3-7, just so that we can explain that we understand what happens here. We understand that any territory from a park district shall not exempt it from the taxation for the purpose of paying any indebtedness contracted by the corporate authorities of the park district prior to the filing of the petition for disconnection. Our fear is there will be continued borrowing in the future, maybe not by this board, but by subsequent boards. We understand that if we are allowed to disconnect, we are still going to be taxed on the debt. We know that. We may not be happy about it, but we do understand it. So having said that, we have identified a few properties that we are asking and we are petitioning for disconnection. Mr. Earhart, I understand that you are, in fact, the secretary of the board.
Yes.
So I will be presenting these to you, but I will let you know what's coming because I'm going to ask for your autograph.
Is Pleasant Ridge not in Maryville?
Yes, sir, it is.
Didn't what you read there at the beginning indicate that no part of the district could be within your village?
I don't believe I said that.
No.
I said that we are paying taxes for 2 park districts.
Yeah.
Pleasant Ridge is in Maryville.
No, the law itself that you were reading at the beginning. I thought it indicated that no part of it could, no part of the district.
And what it says is, if disconnected from the park district, would not separate any part of the park district from any other part, may be disconnected from the park district. So I see what you're saying.
Contiguous.
Right, yes. It has to be contiguous. I will tell you that the documents I'm going to present to you this evening do not include Pleasant Ridge Park. Basically, you can't make donut holes. Well, we're going to disconnect all this and leave that. I see what you're saying about Pleasant Ridge Park. That is not in these documents that I'm presenting. Okay? What we are trying to do is we are trying to correct some of this. We have some donut holes in Maryville. We're trying to correct that. And it had to do with annexations years ago when CARD was founded. So what I have is, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different parcels that we are going to ask for disconnection. Okay? I have a petition, legal description, and the county clerk's property tax certificate for each parcel. I think it would be tedious for me to read all the parcel numbers, but I will tell you exactly what it is. The first parcel that we're asking for disconnection is our property that is being designated as Michael Noga Park. The Village of Maryville is the owner. As mayor, I have signed the petition. Again, we have property description, and I have the county clerk's signature saying that there are no taxes due to CARD. The second property is property located north of Route 162 between Maryville and Glen Harbin. In fact, one parcel is in Maryville, the other parcel is not, but they are contiguous and they are on the border of CARD, so this will not leave a donut hole. They are owned by the Villas of Nottingham. They are signed by Adam Keller, an officer. Okay? Again, what I talked about is current and future taxpayers, and that's what we are looking to do, help future taxpayers and bring our corporate limits, expand that, and make people want to live in Maryville. One of the things that we hear frequently when we annex is, do I still have to pay CARD taxes? Well, that's what we're trying to remedy at this point. I have a third parcel. It is on Lakeview Acres Road, just south of our water tower. It is not in the Village of Maryville, but it is on the border of CARD. It is something that we anticipate will be developed for within the boundaries of Maryville. It is owned by the Osbornes, Joseph and Donna. I have their signatures on there. Another parcel we have is also owned by the Village of Maryville. It is our water tower and the water tower road itself. Okay? We would like that disconnected. I have a parcel owned by Larry and Nancy Gullidge. The border of CARD is their backyard. They would like to be de-annexed, and I think that says a lot for former Mayor Gullidge and his passion to get out of CARD. And then right next door to him is Robert and Karen Bell. Same thing. The boundary goes right across their backyard. Our former board in Maryville had 3 tax-paying CARD members. Former Mayor Gullidge, Trustee Todd Bell, and myself. Well, I'm on an island right now. They can't get to me. So this is what we would like to do, and I think this says a lot. This is what the majority of the people in Maryville want, and so we would like this board to consider passing a resolution to allow these properties to be disconnected. Okay. Do you have any other questions of me? Okay. If I could approach.